Hi guys, this is Rob at Mutton61858. Today we're going to do a smoking video. I do a lot of smoking for work, and I've done a few weddings, and everybody keeps asking me how I do it, so I'm going to give you a little lesson on how I do it. Okay, so for the first step, this is a pork butt. It's about 6 pounds. It's bone in. I always try to use bone in, and I'm going to divide it up a little bit because I want more surface area for smoke to adhere to. So we're going to cut her down the middle. And that looks pretty good. Those will smoke nice. And the next step is take your favorite rub, whatever that might be. I actually buy this one, and you just want to sprinkle it down. Make sure you get it all over. And then I like to let it set a little bit before I put it on the smoker. I don't know if it really does that much good, but I like to do it that way. Alright guys, well there's two types of fuel we'll be using today. We're going to use Kingsford charcoal, my favorite, and we're going to use hickory wood. This was given to me by a buddy, thanks Phil, or you can buy it in bags, and that's good stuff too. I like soaking it in water for a little bit before I start smoking with it. I think it gives me a better smoke, so we're going to load this up and fill it up with water. Alright guys, I got my wood chips or wood chunks soaking. We're going to be using a Smokey Mountain Smoker from Weber. It's the 22-inch model. It's got two racks, a top rack and a bottom rack. I can usually fit about 30 pounds of pork butt on there at once. It's got a water pan. I wrap the water pan in tinfoil. It reflects the heat, and I don't usually put water in it because I don't like having to maintain that. So the first step, I got a chimney starter and some newspaper. Put that in the bottom. Fill up the chimney, and we're going to light this and let it go. So the chimney's lit, so we'll give that about 15-20 minutes and it should be ready to go. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes and our charcoal is almost lit. So what we're going to do is pick this up, move it aside. Take the remaining charcoal, I usually use almost a full bag. So what you want to do is you want to try to get you a hole, and then take your lit ones and put it in the center. This allows for the lit charcoal to catch the rest of it during smoking, and I can usually keep a fire about 8 to 10 hours. So now we just need to reassemble the grill. Put your water pan back in. I'm not going to use the bottom rack for cooking, but I always like to burn it off every time I smoke. We'll scrape that down. Put in your top rack. Now this model comes with vents on the top, and you got 3 vents on the bottom for airflow. Usually I open the top about a quarter, and each one of the bottom ones a quarter. And we'll just let this come up to temperature. Alright, looks like we're heated up pretty good. We're up almost 225. So the next step is scraping down the grill grate. You just want to heat it up and scrape down anything from the last time that you used it. I usually scrape it top and bottom, make sure I get it good. Next thing I like to do is take a little vegetable oil on a paper towel. And wipe down the grates. This just makes sure there's no charcoal residue or anything on the grate. Put the lid back on and we'll go get the meat out of the refrigerator. Alright, well, our smoker's heated back up, so we're going to go ahead and put the pork butt on. If you don't have a good pair of heavy duty tongs, I suggest getting some. These are really nice. You want to put the meat on there, fat cap up, so as it renders it drips down. And we'll close it back up. Next thing we want to do is get you a couple pieces of your hickory wood. And we have a feeder door on this smoker. Just open it up and you pop them in. That should be smoking pretty good in about 5-10 minutes. Alright, the hickory's smoking really good now. And we're going to smoke this pork butt probably 2 to 3 hours. Alright guys, we're about an hour into smoking. I'm running a little hot. I'm running just over 250. I've shut the vents back a little bit, trying to get the temperature down. I picked the hottest day of the year to do this, so when it's colder out, you'll have to have those vents about a half. The smoke's starting to dissipate just a little, so I'm going to throw a few more chunks on there. Let her go probably another hour and a half. We'll check it again. Alright, well, it's been 3 hours. It's time to check this pork butt. That's what you're looking for. Nice and dark. We'll put it in a disposable pan. You need to cover your smoker back up while we do this step. And we'll take it in the house. Alright, for pork butt, I like smoking it for 3 hours. After about 3 hours, that's probably all the smoke it'll take anyway. Then I put them in a disposable pan. We're going to wrap this in aluminum foil as tight as you can get it. You're trying to keep all the moisture in, and we're trying to catch all the juice that's left in that pork butt so we can add it back later. So nice and tight. And then we'll go ahead and put this back on the smoker for probably another 3 hours. We'll check it, see how tender it is. I want to talk a little bit more about how you control the temperature on this smoker. As I said at the beginning, there are 3 vents, air vents on the bottom. There's one down there, and you have one on top. So the more air you let in the bottom and the more air you let at the top, the higher temperature you're going to get. So I'm trying to keep it anywhere between 225, 250. That's where I like to smoke. If it starts to get too high on me, I'll just shut the vents on top completely until I get that temperature to come down. That's how you control the temperature on this one. Alright guys, it's been 5.5 hours. I pulled the pork butt off the smoker. I started checking it at about 5 hours. So this is what you're looking for. Completely fall apart. And then that juice in the bottom, we're gonna pour that juice off, let the fat separate, and after I pull all this pork, we'll mix it back in. There won't be no fat in that. It'll just be plain juice and seasoning mixed in. So if you liked the video, click like and please subscribe. Thank you.